So I am 5 weeks today, exactly. I'm feeling really scared. You'd think after two pregnancies, technically three, I would be fine. After my bout with food poisoning this past weekend, or just being really, really sick this past weekend, I woke up feeling great. A little too great. I and both my last pregnancies have just, if anything, gotten worse from weeks 4 until the end of my second trimester. I woke up and I felt great this time, though. I didn't have any symptoms. I haven't felt any cramping in the past 2 days. I have not felt any nausea. I've been tired, but that is also because I have two kids, a husband, and I haven't been sleeping well because I've just been scared. And you know, I don't know. Um, I called my doctor on Monday, yesterday, just because I wanted to see if I could reschedule my appointment that was scheduled for next week on Wednesday to either Monday or Tuesday because my husband has those days off and he would really like to be at the first one. Um, I go to my mom's doctor's office. Well, she works there, so they're just really nice and we're very accommodating. So I have a doctor's appointment on Monday morning instead. When I talked to Shelly, who I used to work with as well, she's been through both my pregnancies with me, even in all of them, my blighted ovum, my viable ones. So when she asked how I was doing, I said, well, great. I mean, I don't, I feel fine. She said, oh, you do? That's great. And she's like, well, it'd be nice if you came in earlier anyways, just because of how you are with your history of nausea. And that's when I told her, the funny thing is I don't feel nauseous at all. Like, I don't feel sick. Like, I actually have lost all types of symptoms that I've had. Should I be worried? And she said, yeah. I mean, she didn't say, go on and freak out, something's definitely wrong, but she said, yeah, that is a cause for concern with my history, with my blighted ovum. So she called me back a little bit later and told me that I should go in for an ultrasound. So I have an ultrasound scheduled for that same day at 3. Today, when I woke up, really tried to make myself feel nauseous because I just wanted to feel something. I wanted some type of reassurance. And I can't talk to my husband about this because even though he is worried, he's going to try to be positive for us both because he knows how hard this is for me. And I know what you all are thinking, don't worry, you're worrying too much, things are going to be fine. And that's fine and great. Like, if things are great and fine, like, awesome, I will be so excited. But at the same time, you can tell me to worry or not to worry all you want. You can tell anybody not to worry, but it's not going to change anything. It's honestly just going to annoy them, especially if they don't want to hear it. I think the only reason I'm worried is because with my blighted ovum, it was just such a hard time for me. I found out I was pregnant after me and John had been trying. We got pregnant really quickly, just like a month after trying. And I was so excited. I tested really early like I did this time. And I got a faint positive, and then I got darker positives as time went by, and had my 8-week checkup. By that point, I had lost again all of my pregnancy symptoms. They did an ultrasound because they couldn't find a heartbeat, which you should be able to find a heartbeat by then. They couldn't see a heartbeat. They could see the gestational sac. they couldn't find what they should have been able to find, but there were still chances that that stuff could develop later. I could have been off by my date. So I then went through weeks of blood tests to make sure that my HCG levels were rising normally, which they always, of course, rose, but just enough to give us all hope, but not enough to give us all a complete confirmation that the pregnancy was going to continue. I was probably almost about 2.5 to 3 months pregnant by the time they took an ultrasound, and they called it quits. It was a really hard and frustrating time for me, and then I got my DNC and all that, but I just don't want to go through that again, like the fear of having to go through another a month and a half to 2 months of just wondering, okay, being excited because I could possibly still be pregnant, but also not being excited because, okay, things aren't developing correctly. I just don't think I'm strong enough to face that again. I'd rather just either have a miscarriage, just let it go and be that, but I just don't think I can go through the wait again. I don't think I can go through it again. I'm sorry. And I know that even if things don't work out this time, that I know that I'm gonna be okay and I'll still be able to have another kid. And that concern is not even there. I don't have that concern whatsoever. I just don't want to have to go through the waiting period again. That's the one thing I just don't want, and I'm not looking forward to. But it's funny because even though I do have these concerns and I have to wait a week until they can be answered, my son keeps coming up to me and pointing to my belly and saying, "Babies? Not baby, babies." I've also outgrown all of my pants, which would be the only pregnancy symptom that I'm now still having. None of my pants fit me anymore. I actually have resorted to wearing my house pants, as I like to call them. Which, if any of you watch your Friends, I used to be a huge Friends addict. I have all the seasons. When Phoebe's trying to help Rachel's sister cover the fact that she went shopping, and she pulls out some pants and she calls them apartment pants. Yeah, I thought that came to mind when I was talking about my house pants. But anyways, I'm not big enough for maternity pants, but my jeans are just all so uncomfortable when I sit down that I have to wear not track pants, but spandexy running type, flared yoga pant type thing. So yeah, so I feel like I'm still getting bigger. My hunger is leveled off. Yeah, there's nothing really new I've been having dreams that we're having identical twins for some reason, and I know that's just crazy. I know I'm not going to. I'm going to just say that right now. I know that's not going to happen, and I couldn't tell them apart, and they had to tattoo one of the babies, and it was just weird. But then Wyatt keeps coming up and kissing my belly and all that, so it's cute. I had this weird thing happen 2 days ago. I went to go get out of the car, and I picked up Wyatt, and as I was standing there closing the garage door, all of a sudden both my legs went completely numb. It was the strangest thing. I almost felt like I was gonna fall over and drop Wyatt, so I had to set him down. But other than that, I've been fine. So I'm just really praying that this next week goes by really fast, and that at the end of this week and come Monday, I will be able to see something. When I had my ablated ovum, it didn't even come to the point where I could see a heartbeat. And that's all I want. That's all I want. I know if I can just get past that point, I'll be fine. So, yeah. But anyways, this is a very mellow post, but I thought I didn't want to skip a week of updates because then 10 years when I go back and look on these, I'll wonder why did I skip that week. And I've shared so much with all of you that it just seems silly to stop now. But I'll try to bring you along with me when I get my ultrasound done. I don't know what their rules are on that, but the ultrasound tech is actually a good friend of my mom's, and she did all my ultrasounds with Wyatt, my weekly ones, for her project, and she's a really cool lady, so I don't think she'll have a problem with that. But if it's too emotional for me, I can't say that I'll share it, just because, yeah. I promised to update, but I didn't promise to share everything. Well, you know what I mean. Some things are just too personal. Yeah, but I hope everyone's doing well. I'll show you all my tummy. Nothing really new. It's still about the size it was before, but it's, I don't fit into my pants. I know I'm not huge. I know that I'm not huge. If I offend anybody when I say that I feel huge, it's because I am so small to begin with that any type of weight on me makes me feel bigger, and any type of weight on me is going to make my pants not fit. So I know I'm not huge, but it's just big for me, and I'm not, when I say that, I'm not comparing myself or my body to anybody else, because I know I'm just like freakishly tiny, and I'm very lucky, I know that. But I also work really hard for it, so yeah, okay. I'll show you my belly, and then I'm gonna go take a nap because I just have not been sleeping well. So here it is with my shirt down. Yeah. Sorry, you can't really see it very well, but from this line right here is where my pants are. It's comfortable to pull my pants higher. It's so dorky. It feels really good to have my pants a little bit higher than lower, but then there it is with my shirt up. These are my house pants, as I call them. They're just like little yoga pants. They're really comfortable. They're only $20. I got 3 pairs of them, but they're $20 a piece at Costco, which I know is a weird place to shop for clothes, but I just saw them and I was like, well, 20 bucks can't go wrong. But there it is. As you can see, this part right here, this part from here to here is not usually out this much. So the glare, I'm sorry, I don't think I'm going to get away from that glare, but yeah, so my butt's gotten bigger. So all right here. People across the street are probably thinking I'm psycho. They like to spy on me. Very nosy neighbors. But yeah, so that's my belly. Yeah. That's my belly. It hasn't really changed that much. Yeah. I don't really know what else to say for this update, so I'm tired and I don't want to depress anybody any more than I already have, or yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'll talk to you later. Bye.